Hey, what's up guys, SK here, and this is my second video on Anthem. Alright, so after last week, I made a video on Anthem about the beta gameplay over the weekend, and I got to play it again over this weekend. The difference between last weekend and this weekend is that this weekend they gave us access to all 4 of the javelins if we played last weekend during the VIP beta. Well, after the Glitz and Glamour wore off, I'm going to say that the game is not perfect, but the game is still really good. It catches my appeal. That being said, I noticed a few things when I was playing through the game this time that really caught my attention, and it kind of shied me away from not wanting to play the game as soon as it came out, maybe to see if they fixed a few things before the game came out. Not to say I won't buy the game in total, but I don't think I'll be getting it the exact day it comes out because of the things I found while I was playing the game, and I don't really have the trust in the company to have fixed these things permanently and perfectly by the time the game launches. So as we realized on the first week, they had problems with keeping the servers up with as many people on them, and one of the bigger problems was that people kept reloading and disconnecting from in the middle of missions. Well, we are about, I want to say 2 weeks away from the game launching on Xbox, and we're still disconnecting on missions, which doesn't give me great faith in how the game is set right now. And don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed my missions. Like I was able to get back into most of my missions and play through and complete the missions. But there was one that I didn't actually get to against the Tyrant Queen. Actually, we got to the boss, and I wanted to actually fight the boss because I never fought the boss before, and I got disconnected in the middle of the boss fight. And then it respawned me outside the boss fight where there's this door and you can't get back in. So you're just stuck there waiting until the boss fight ends for the mission to end to be teleported out. You can't help your teammates, you can't do anything. You can't even interact with the boss throughout the outside of the door. You can't do anything to get back into the room. I disconnected multiple times just to try to get back into the room by seeing if reconnecting would pull me back in, but it wouldn't. So I want to say that's one of the big things that I hope they fix before the game launches, is the fact that if you disconnect before a boss fight, if all boss fights are securely closed off by a room, they need to make a way to get back into the room. I don't care if they had a teleporting path, I don't care if they leave the room door open, they need to make a way so that the room is accessible again. So another big issue I had with the gameplay is that there is no definitive way to block or dash backwards. Like, you can't strafe backwards and hold your shield up as Colossus to block damage to get behind and cover so you don't take as much damage, because in some of these missions you get blasted by heavy machine guns and you can't really do anything besides walk backwards and try to get the cover, or run away trying to get the cover, and the whole time you're getting shot up. I understand adding the ability to take off into the sky changes that, but these enemies have aim. I'm not wishing to take away the enemy's aim. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hoping to take away the enemy's aim. I'm hoping they add the ability to strafe backwards while holding a shield, or dash to the back instead of being able to just dash to the side, left and right, or take off into the air. I guess what I'm hoping for is true 360-degree mobility, which right now I guess is not really true 360-degree mobility. It's more somewhere in between. Another huge issue is the connectivity, because a lot of people disconnected in the runs I was running with. I understand it is the demo, it is the beta, whatever they want to call it, but people kept disconnecting constantly during the runs I was running, especially when in the Tyrant mines on hard mode, and you can't really have people disconnect when you on hard mode when you're trying to fight the Tyrant Queen. My last run, which is this run that's actually on screen right now, we had the 2 other people disconnect. Well, the 3 people disconnected from my run, and then 1 came back in, and we had to duel the Tyrant Queen, which was stupid ridiculous, because the guy I guess he knew how to fight her perfectly, so he had no problems. I think he went down once, but she killed me twice because she jumped on me once, and then the other time she came out the hole and just started shaking off crap on me. And that probably could have been avoided if the people that disconnected didn't disconnect. But I think the sound when she came out the hole and just started shaking off of me and I died, that was probably my own fault. However, I still think Anthem is a very good game with very high potential. It has the potential to be the next best thing out there, depending on how they monetize the game, how they run the game after its launch. Because just giving us a game where we have a ton of content in the open world isn't enough for people these days. The game has to be like, you're charging $60 for the game. You have to make sure you keep it updated with, more content, more expansions, probably more javelins, more cosmetics, stuff like that. But with the games that we have that are free, that are doing these things for free, they're kind of already behind when it comes down to that. Like, we have games like Warframe and Fortnite that offer free gameplay, and they give us the option to buy cosmetics, and people happily buy those cosmetics, spending anywhere close to $100 to $200 every few months to get, things off this game. And this is like hundreds of thousands of people, I can't really say millions, hundreds of thousands of people across all the platforms spending that much money for these cosmetics. And these cosmetics, like, they run the game, they fund the game. And Warframe has been a successful game for a very long time, just based off of this this form of monetization. So I wish that EA would take a note from this and make some smart decisions when it comes to running this game and when it comes to the future of Anthem, because I feel like Anthem can be a very good game down the line. I feel like Anthem could keep up with a game like Warframe when it comes to popularity. It needs the right setup, and I feel like they could have a perfect setup. It's just they need to keep the monetization in mind, that people don't want to spend $60 for the base game and then still have to spend $60 for every expansion to come out, or $30 for every expansion to come out later on, unless it's really that good. And some people probably would spend that much. That's if it's that good. But some people are saying it reminds them heavily of Destiny, and I mean, that's kind of the thing where these games are taking their stead now, where they're taking their move when it comes to like the Division as well. You're gonna have these hitboxes of numbers now, rather than just taking headshots and getting the kill, or having to land 3 or 4 shots to kill your enemies. You're gonna have to have these hitboxes and these numbers pop up now, and that's all these shooting games coming out recently. So yeah, the game model might be the same, but that's just gonna be that for a while. Like when it comes to Fortnite, everybody's trying to do battle royale. I mean, that's just how it's gonna be. Whatever's popular is gonna be what makes it. All in all, I think people need to lighten up when it comes to Anthem. I understand EA made the game, and you hate the company because of what they did to Star Wars Battlefront and this and that. But this is a whole new game. They're trying to do different things, so give them a chance. I mean, if you don't like the game, wait till it drops in price. Wait until, if your reviews come out. Wait until the game is actually played for a little bit and see what they do with the future of the game before you make your decision. Like, I'm probably going to wait a few weeks to a month just to see how the game covers itself. I might wait like probably a few days just to see how the game covers itself through streams and, through just gameplay videos and stuff. And just check the monetization, the cash shop, whatever they want to call it, and see how that turns out before I make my decision. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share with a friend that you think might be interested in my opinion, my thoughts when it comes to Anthem. And then get them to subscribe as well. Help me grow my channel. Help me make my monster! And this is SK signing out. Peace.